Hi everybody, it's so good to see you. It's Katie Simpson. Welcome to art class. We're going to do some awesome drawing today. I'm really excited to work with you because we're going to do one of my very favorite projects. So I'm going to ask you to think about your very favorite place in the world, and we're going to draw that. So we'll all work on different kinds of landscape drawings together, but we will need a piece of blank white paper, a pencil, and some colors today. So colored pencil works great for this. Crayon works good too, or if you just have markers, that's fine too. We'll work together to think about the landscape a little bit before we start though. I want to show you some examples. One of my very favorite artists in the whole world is a landscape painter. His name is Richard Mayhew, and you can think about this type of landscape when you're working on your art today. If you look at this, you're going to notice that the way that the paint is organized and the way that the picture is organized will help you figure out what's going on there, but it's pretty abstract. So he's using line to let us know that there's a lot of wind, I think, in this picture. It's a field, you know, there are trees and plants, and we know all of that because of the way that the paint is applied and because of the colors that he's using. And I mean, you can do the same thing with colored pencil. I've got one of his books here. He's so good. He really likes color a lot, and I'm gonna ask you to think about color when you're working today and how to put the color on the picture to let the viewer know that it's a landscape, but it can be pretty abstract. And you can use big areas of color or, you know, arrange your picture in different ways. There are some cool things to think about when we're working on landscape pictures. So this is going to help, and we'll walk through this together too when we're working on our drawings. But the background is further away, and that's the stuff in the back, the information in the back. The middle ground is in the middle, and the foreground is the part in the front. That's helpful because we're going to think about the stuff in the background being further away and smaller, right? And the middle stuff is medium-sized, and the stuff in the front is bigger. The things that are very far away are often lighter because there's a lot of stuff in between here and there. Air, you know, plants, different things. So these lines will be lighter and smaller. And the things that are in the very front are bigger. And so the lines are a little bit bigger, but they're more in focus and you're able to see them a little bit better. So we'll work on that as we're working on our landscapes today, but I'm so excited to see what kinds of art you're gonna come up with about your very favorite place. Let's get to work. Okay friends, so the first thing we're gonna do is get out our white paper and a pencil, and we're gonna start with a pencil. I'm gonna show you a couple of examples. These are just pencil drawings, but this is a good one of a city with trees. There's some clouds in there too, and there's a lot of grass in the front. This one is a great drawing of the beach. So the person is standing on the beach watching a boat, and some turtles and some fish and some other stuff. This one's good. It's got mountains and a road with cars and homes and different things. So there's all kinds of things that you can draw when you're working on your artwork. We're going to start though by drawing something called the horizon line. And the horizon line is the line that divides the sky and the earth. So we're going to draw a horizon line so we know where the sky goes. Do that first. And I'm using light whisper lines to do that, just in case I need to move it around if I decide that I'm going to add something different, like mountains or trees that then I can erase that line if I need to. And then we're going to start drawing our landscape with a pencil. So remember, I'm going to ask you to think about your very favorite place. What's your favorite park near where you live? You could draw that landscape. What kinds of things do you see at that park? Is there a grassy field that you want to play soccer in? Is there some kind of area that you like to play games? Or do you like to go to the beach? Do you want to go hiking in the woods? I think I might draw somewhere I like to go hiking. So there are a lot of trees here. I'm gonna draw some trees, different kinds of trees. So it's a good time to start drawing. And we're just gonna draw our favorite place. So yours is of course gonna be different from mine, but I'm so curious to see what kind of drawing you'll do and what kinds of natural features are at the place that you're drawing. A lot of the time, landscape drawings are of nature. They can be of cities, though, of course, and of the beach. So just think about the different things that you see when you're at your favorite natural place. Recently, I went hiking with my dad, so I think I'm thinking about that time when I'm drawing this. And this is the path. It looks like it could be a river, too. Either of those things could be in a landscape. First, we're going to use the pencil, and then we'll use colors after we draw for a little while. So have fun, my friends. Keep up the great work. I'm going to ask you to remember the pictures that we looked at a little bit earlier. So the stuff in the background is a little bit lighter and further away and smaller. The things in the middle ground are medium-sized, and the things in the foreground are bigger, and the lines can be a little bit darker. You can see the grasses in the front very clearly. The grasses in the background are lighter, and the lines are smaller. They're further away. And those trees in the very, very background, they look small. So that's a good thing to think about when you're working on your artwork. Keep on drawing. You're doing such a good job. Great work. I'm so excited. Your drawing looks amazing. So now we're going to move on to coloring, and you can use whatever materials you want to, whatever you have, okay? So I'm going to use colored pencils for my example, but if you have crayons, you can use that. Anything really would work great. Markers are also good for this, so we're just going to get to work and color in our landscape. Before I start coloring, I'm going to erase some of this stuff so I can see the trees in the foreground a little bit better. I drew those over that path that I drew. And so this is a good time to do this type of thing before you start coloring so you don't have those lines. It's much harder to erase colored pencil than it is to erase pencil. So there, that looks better. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to get coloring, and I'm going to color that sky in blue. If you don't have a light blue, you can press lightly with your dark blue. I like to color the sky in first to make sure that's all ready to go before I color in the rest of my landscape. I'm just using the side of this colored pencil to do that so I can get a nice, soft, light lines as I do that. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to color the rest of my landscape in however I would like to. So, all right, let's keep on working, my friends. Great work, you guys. Keep up the good drawing. I just want to show you this Richard Mayhew painting again while we're working on this part, because you see all the different colors that he's using in there. You can do that too if you want to. Keep up the good work. Your drawing looks amazing. It looks so good when you think about all of the wonderful places that you love to go. Isn't it fun to draw pictures of them? I love it. Excellent job today. Awesome work today. You did such a good job making your favorite place into a picture. Great work. And I'll see you soon again. I hope the rest of your day is fabulous. Bye.